My experience in life has been that the lessons will repeat themselves until we get them. It's like the experience, we'll keep having the same experiences over and over again to some degree until we really integrate the teaching, until we really get it. And we can somewhat be on that cycle, on that wheel inside of our relationships, inside of our careers, or whatever other things might be happening in our life, and just not be getting it. The universe can be hitting us on the head with a 2x4 saying, wake up. It's time to grow. It's time to change. It's time to do something different. But we can be inside of our resistance, we can be inside of our lack of willingness and denial, all the things that keep us stuck. I personally am continually trying to come back to this sentiment that my partner is my spiritual teacher. And what would it be like for me inside of our conflicts and disagreements to ask myself, what can I learn from this? And what is it that I need to get? What is it that I need to understand? What's the wisdom here in the situation? Does my partner know something and get something that I don't? Is there some perspective, some characteristic or quality, some wonderful gift that they've got that maybe I can learn from? Maybe I integrate instead of being rigid and hard and just stuck in myself and closed energetically.
Yeah, you're speaking to this thing that I have noticed in my relationships. I've seen in other people, where in the honeymoon phase, you're really excited about exploring the other person, and there's so much to get to know, and it's all really exciting. And what can start to happen in the power struggle phase, and definitely once you're in the dead zone, is you have this idea that the other person, you make all kinds of assumptions about how they operate, judgments about how they are, and how it's not the right way and not good enough, what have you. And there's this sense of, oh, I know you, I get you. Like I could predict your behaviors and I already know everything. And it's not always, it's almost never spoken that way, but it's this thought pattern, this belief pattern. And I don't know if that comes from the human mind's tendency to just look for patterns and try to like feel like we know the world. But that loss of curiosity and that making assumptions about your partner is toxic in relationship. One of our mutual teachers, PT Misselberger, shares this simple teaching around trying to stay in the beginning in your relationship. Stay in the beginning. And it's not about chasing the honeymoon phase, but it's about that childlike curiosity and that humility where you're like, I don't really fully know this person and I want to get to know them. You can choose that in a way. You can choose that as a mindset in a given moment and take that seat in your relationship. And it's very beneficial. It's the antidote to this assuming, projecting, judging that we tend to do with each other. Stay in the beginning. Stay in the beginning. Very useful.